It's like 2010. No, it's a picture where 15 years. I was a fine boy, pal. Yes, that time they only how, and I said, "What cost school now? I'm out." I said, "Fuck off."
So now I didn't really know.
Oh, that mean I only problem, guy. And I said, "Go."
Well, I'm not. Me post you and Louisa Kwachivaros. What's my picture with the asset chopper?
Almost 15 years. 14 years.
Because Osman, my name is Alfred, is our picture in there.
That be the way.
We want to picture we actually. And I'm so.
That picture was KNUST.
Wow.
Contesting Nooks president.
Wow. 15 years ago.
Yes, 15 years
15 years ago.
Yeah, that was like 2010, 2011. Yeah,
I see. And then one for, oh, yeah, nice man.
Oh, yeah. Saturday, I'm a fine boy.
No, a fine boy. Actually, no school, come on, say.
Oh, yes, me call KNUS, me 6 years, I work KNUS, I'm architecture.
Oh, okay.
Me degree and masters on KNUST campus. Almost 6 years now, me work KNUST campus. And on KNUST campus, me be deputy, sorry, me become deputy national youth organizer.
Okay, so
on KNUST campus, now me a local Nooks president.
Local Nooks president. Okay.
After local Nooks president, I'll be the national Nooks president. On KNUST campus.
Wow.
Me feel and I'm joining mainstream politics.
I see. I feel now joining the mainstream politics. From
mainstream, right from
student,
right from student politics. No, because me first degree and masters in 2014.
2014, okay.
Yes, after 2014, me be FSM national secretary. I already started communicating for the party. Mokaya, you had an affiliated TV station, Gold TV.
Yeah, TV Gold.
TV Gold at the time. Now we buy my morning show. Ken and Obi say no more. Yes, now we buy more. TV Gold. That time now we deputy information minister Mutala Mohammed.
Yes.
So now no placements no. It be our first call TV Gold, call TV Gold. So TV
that was
Gold.
2014.
Yes, 2014. Yes.
And you see much.
Oh, say see much. Say you my way there.
I'm a
Oh, so something with me starting something disrupts a bit now. From 2014, I'm a serious communication.
Okay.
And somewhere around 2015, I concentrated more on business.
I see.
And I lose it. From 2015, and I'm imagine say, oh, politics, politics. I'll concentrate on business.
I didn't hear.
Oh, to be very honest, it was more of a personal decision. Because me observe it, and I'm who say, politician there, you are very vulnerable. And then you are there tomorrow, you are not there. And so why won't I build idea? I mean him say me and I mean him say we are my company.
Yeah.
I'll take care of it and let it grow. Because that time now in your opinion, Mama Yariga, no a minister. I me that sorry na I reshuffle movie kwa. What me that sorry be na I reshuffle say movie kwa. Me say I show you many heart attack. So I revised my notes. Say, hey, there because you are not sure. What me free fear could do office. Ube fear nana ebia you have been removed or your address will change.
Yeah.
So that fear no, a second look at politics. But what really brought me back near say was a losing election in 2016.
Yes.
So okay, so 2017-18 and they came investigating me in your opinion, Mama Yariga, all this special prosecutor.
Mama Yariga.
Yes, maybe opinion, one mother, one father.
The current
majority leader.
Majority leader.
Yes.
One mother, one father.
Yes. One mother, one father.
Wow.
Yes. And Hassan Ayariga, so our brother.
I see.
Yes.
Hassan Ayariga.
Yes.
Wow.
APC.
APC.
Me, they have so many parties I can join.
APC Hassan Ayariga.
Ayariga. His Excellency my page on Mama say say my party no mama me boost for this emotion now show me na me boost for the mama party I say, I've given 2 of my brothers to your party. I've given you youth organizer. I've given you member of parliament. So it's my family. So I'll pull them back to my party.
And mom says, yeah, no.
Oh,
never say I was the one now NDC. Because I met him at Wokwe.
Okay.
Doing the Easter called business forum.
Yes.
Yeah, I met him at auditorium.
Yes. So that's he's our brother.
I see.
So the end thing what gave me the second thought was that I almost start somewhere in the investigations.
Okay.
And by the time I wasn't politically exposed, but in the investigations, almost they make out.
Hey,
not Yoko Nina Meko.
now call Yoko at that time.
Oh, no more investigating my bank account, they freeze my bank accounts in and I say, now it's my way I may say I'm not a politician and I'm suffering for it. So meaning that no matter how I try to decouple myself from the politics, no, one day when they are coming, they'll come after. I say, I mean, yeah, politics, no.
And they all do home gym program.
Bam. Until I say, okay, if that's the case, I'll just come back because so that knowing that if they are coming after me, meaning say I'm a politician and people there's witch hunting. Because at the time I wasn't a politician.
But you say investigate you.
Yeah, I'm investigating me.
Send me Obra na come back on.
Yeah, exactly. We're a friend of collateral damage. As a collateral damage, then let me just join the politics because politics. Yeah, I was already doing politics in a university day, so you know how to handle most of the things when it comes to politics, etc., etc. So that's how I ended up doing the politics. And
I see.
After architecture, so I also a law. So I'm also a lawyer. Architect.
Wow.
I also say, bashi Ghana Bar Association.
I'm on for some bar. No one to miss a bar. No,
chop bow.
Chop bow.
Beer bow.
So, but don't you the same BAR, no?
Yeah, it's a bad bar. It's a butcher my bar. But I mean, so many people have expressed their disappointment in the Ghana bar. Just not today, but I mean, times past. And most of the time, no, and people have consistently observed, say, if there's a certain party in power, they act in a certain way, being quiet. If there's another political party, I want about to say they found their voices, and those voices, most of the time, people of the opinion say is very hypocritical. So for me, I've read the various narratives, I've heard the various commentary, and I might say the Ghana Bar, if they are coming out to speak, they should speak objectively and let people be able to associate with Adia Kenya. Because yes, you continue to lose your credibility. And when it matters most, say Obe Kasano, Okasa Crampo, Amabekaso, there who needs our credibility. So I'll just advise the Ghana Bar, say credibility they have, the little credibility left, they should protect it with all.
Not as a sound
share various social media platforms that they are bastardizing and lambasting the credibility. So credibility they should let us protect the integrity and credibility left before people lose utmost or absolute trust in the Ghana Bar. Because if you look at the various social media commentary, it's not good for the Ghana Bar Association, especially what they did and what they are doing and what they have done in times past and their position. I say, if you are blowing hot, I blow hot. So also Kokoda say share and kind of shake say Joshua Emmanuel June say yes, but my hot and cold now bonus it becomes a bit problematic. I mean, what are the issues in contention? It's about a seminar about Chief Justice.
Yes.
And the suspension and also the petition to remove the Chief Justice.
Yes.
No. Only say whatever be the case, Columbia the ruling criminal. Also share Constitution of Ghana, FN 1992 Constitution. Our procedure say obi petition for the removal of Chief Justice. You go through not only removal of Chief Justice, but even removal of any justice of the court. No, your procedure man show. It's black and white. So for fire constitution, who can show plain? It's way I don't know why the MPP, they are trying to let it look as a Omampeni John Dramani Mahama and a person or BB on tour. But Entesa is in the constitution. Which are Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution. Which are show removal of justices of superior courts and chairmen of regional tribunals. Which are so any justice of the superior court,
that's the Supreme Court.
Yes, Supreme Court, and I say a higher court appeals, so you know superior court.
Okay.
I know when you petition a Chief Justice never sit on the case. The Chief Justice never decided whether there's a prima facie case against the person, and stand it will proceed. But we share 1466. I say why the petition is for the removal of the Chief Justice. The President shall, acting in consultation with the Council of States appoint a committee consisting of 2 justices of the Supreme Court.
I see.
One of whom shall be appointed chairman by the president, and 3 other persons who are not members of the Council of State, nor members of Parliament, nor lawyers. So to say, the Constitution envisage how it should be done. The committee appointed under Clause 6 of this article shall inquire into the petition and recommend to the president whether the Chief Justice ought to be removed from office or not. And it continues. All proceedings under this shall be held in camera. Oh, so there's a procedure. If there's a trigger, and I say, obi petition pay. Procedure or manager from state A, no, we first state B. From state B, no, I say, what could admission at local school? From P1, we call P2. From P2, we call P3.
Yeah.
Sa could do university. So, a shall manager, and it has been stated clearly. And MPP should come out and tell us, say, under the Constitution, no, His Excellency John Dramani Ma, why BBA it frowns on the and I say why BBA any constitution one. And no there we can listen to the petition and also listen to their friends say the demonstration. But if everything he has done is Bronibeka said it's in sync, it's in tandem in the Constitution, just said they all of then what is your cry? What is your problem?
Oh, patch them is a demonstration of course no.
Oh, say a demonstration there is a dying, it's a dying political party like MPP trying to revive their relevance. And also political party executives in the MPP who know they will lose their next re-election, trying to just revamp their dying political career. It's as simple as that. Most of their national executives, they are so unpopular on the ground. So just they have to do something so that grassroots will feel say national executives they are so unpopular on the grounds. From their chairman to the last person at their of the asylum down. They are so down. They are so unpopular.
Asylum down, no.
Down. I mean.
The team when a day,
the asylum down office is down. It's finished. It's finished. The office is
down. Raised to the power 2.
Oh, the carburetor is finished. The speedometer is finished. The fan belt is finished. Just engine mechanic Becca say, and I'm your apprentice. Becca say, "I'm not bearing."
But okay. So you share say you remember office near the common power.
Oh yes.
So but you share the appointment of 7 new justices, President Mama, yes. If you are saying that, Akufo-Addo you abuse Emrano, and I know appoint more justices, and Kababi or Diedruno, Yenya man Kohonum. The argument, the other side of the argument is also can say, Sir Akufo-Addo, your 14 justices, now say 12 years, now back 2008 and 2015. And JB as Anglophone, I don't know their age there, but on retirement anytime so meet me a call. So I didn't say it in one administration. I appointed the whole set of justices or echo good the Superior Court to another the Apex Court to one. I see it in a balance of it. Sign
Yes, I mean the issues of appointment of Supreme Court justices. When say the Constitution again, so am I a limit?
Am I a limit?
Dabi, am I a limit? And am I a limiter? Then we can.
Wapim.
Okay. But when we say when it comes to the Supreme Court, no, there's also this always share in terms of transition because Ebumbe call retirement very soon. So when he say Ebumbe enter system no, and that's a rural system no, and they can learn from their superior or their seniors within the Supreme Court system no, till they go on retirement. But I don't know why appointment of Supreme Court justices by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama should even be a problem, because now you at the rate at which Akufo-Addo appointed Supreme Court justices, Obia Yedin, this time around, anybody should even have a problem with it. But most importantly, we also need to look at consistency and also transition, because most of them, they are almost, even I think the acting Chief Justice, I think by next 2 years, and
Yeah, Obeko.
Yeah. So you realize you don't have to wait till Okwa and Sana appoint because will be and the person will learn under him or something or some other Supreme Court justice. So it's good say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is looking at the future movement of the judiciary and appointing for the sake of replacement people that will be exiting so and they can also learn. So if we are more senior officials. So I mean, as for coming back to the issue of the demonstration, my catch show, but Rebecca says it's an exercise in futility. They say, it's not going to stop. Yeah, Uncle Siaga, it's not going to stop the constitution from working, and stopping His Excellency John Dramani Mahama from doing his work.
I see.
In tandem with the constitution. So anything that frowns on the constitution there, that you may have a case. But once everything His Excellency has done is in sync with the 1992 constitution, they don't it's just to resurrect their dead political party and their own dying political careers. Because for the first time in the history of their party, after their 1992 defeats and their 1996 defeat, this has been the worst performance of the NPP. Okay. Under the leadership of chairman Krampo and the friend is
chairman the CCI carry chairman
NPP carry won say crown kind the
Ofibio baby Ofibio
chairman the friend is
MPP chairman Stephen Tim.
Thank you. Genuinely na me referee. I know. Yes, we cry escape. Now, party I encounter chairman the Krampo
Stephen Tim.
You should tell you say party their current crop of executives, they perform abysmally from the chairman to the general secretary to the madam for the national organizer. Tech.
Oh, I see.
Yes, all contested for SRC president. Me campaign against Lucy Poto.
Lucy. Nanko person SRC president.
SRC president.
Tech.
All contested twice, cry. And all Lucy.
Lucy nina.
All Lucy na Kodia Becheno. Tescom president.
Oh, okay.
Satana Omo GF Kenon Ashanti regional youth organizer.
I see.
And they just compensated him with it. If you put together a bunch of incompetent people and a mokonya abysmal performance of about 38%, you are trying to revive your political career. Chief Justice petition, I'll be you see revive your political career. Thank you to Krampo and Adane stab you to, hit you to, beat you to, slap you to nina. Share is the Chief Justice matter they want to concentrate on. So as for more demonstration there, I mean, and for the first time to Deputy Chief of Staff, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has allowed you to have your free demonstration. Aside from free demonstration, Obiabe receiving a petition. In times past, they be as a demonstration Flagstaff House, almost in a security zone.
Yeah.
Guys, in the 8 years of Akufo-Addo, far up, almost say, security zone. Yeah. But it's the same security zone, but we allowed them. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So the tyranny under Akufo-Addo, at least His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has allowed that peace. And I'm a ultimate demonstration. I could share Deputy Chief of Staff present to petition. The Hino Krampo say me call share me who video say a whole minority leader or poor police new action. I mean, this is unacceptable. This is highly unacceptable. Me I show video and it is him want to make us say no because video no mention unless he can prove beyond reasonable doubt say no. We shall say ni cool high no and our kita face town and our body pa corner on move zoom and we say no because unless I try to tell me say there were two people wearing that same coolie high cap and at the same specs I see that is also a very serious offense coming from a member of parliament. Because we share your criminal code criminal act 29 section 205 I say assault on public officer 205 act 29 section 205 A and B. A person commits a misdemeanor who A. assaults, obstructs, molests, or resists, or aids, or incites any other person to assault, obstruct, molest, or resist a public or peace officer, or a person employed by a public or peace officer, acting or proceeding to act in the execution of a warrant or legal process, or B, using a threatening, abusive, or insulting language, or sends threatening or insulting message or letter to a peace officer in respect of the duties of the officer. The officer was executing his duties as a public officer to make sure, say, he's protecting public property and also protecting you to be able to exhibit or conduct your civic responsibility.
Okay.
But to the extent, say, both public officer there, he should be investigated, arrested, and if possible, arraigned before court for this offense of assaulting a public officer. Afenyo Makin, above the law. He's not above the law. He's like you. Yes, why? Is he above the law? We are minority leader, so are you above the law? Afenyo Makin is not above the law. That video should be well investigated by the Ghana police. And if he's culpable, he should be arrested and he should be arraigned before court. He's not above the law.
I see.
He's not. Now, John Mahama, I saw my investigate John Mahama.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, so I feel like I want him to be investigated. They should investigate him. If John Mahama could be investigated in this country, so many officials were investigated in this country, he should be investigated for that video. If he is found guilty, that he's the one who actually assaulted a police officer, then the law should take its right course. And that is what the Criminal Offences Code Act is saying. Act 29. I'm not the one saying it. But that is what the law says.
But I don't my miss question with how are a political system, you know? Because a member of parliament be cry you be here will be the person runs to your friends in parliament. Then ya kasi and chairman speaker camera. Yet ya and I before some kwakoche Reverend Tim Fojo. Omudu hodomoa 0. Later, you say so moko na wamuma the speaker grant approval before ansana ebia through invitation be akra nipa no atimi akọ with intim for your cry no omo ntimi handle no na apenyo ye bibia any national security implications national security implications
no, and I think say only he's a member of parliament just like any other member of parliament. What he said when it comes to parliamentary immunity, no, and times past, Ebimo have held their own reservation about the parliamentary immunity, and Senate they've overstretched their immunity, no, to mean say they cannot be arrested. No, if you meet a parliamentarian who is let's say is stealing, say stealing crampo there, you can say we've met a parliamentarian who is committing an offense as a police officer. Okay. You've met him, you've accosted a parliamentarian or committed offense. Okay. Won't make us say, oh, chair, I control my speaker, and I release and watching. No. But the issue of Intim Fojo, I think it had to do with they inviting him for investigations. Okay. And no crampo, he could have been invited at any point to come. And the parliamentarians have sometimes tried to overstretch that immunity. And that immunity, it doesn't talk about criminal proceedings. Okay. It talks about inviting you to be a witness in court, which are the parliamentary immunity. No, it talks about inviting the person to come to court, and it's to protect them so that Obi called parliament. If you read it, it can say on your way to parliament and back from parliament. Okay. If you read the parliamentary legislative immunity, like I say, the person on his way to parliament
and back from parliament.
Okay. You cannot arraign the person before court to go and witness.
It is all the parliamentary duties, sir. Ultimately, fast I'm running,
Exactly.
Arabia is a parliament called recess.
Exactly.
And the parliamentary duties be anyhow.
Exactly.
The MPB called committee offense.
Exactly. Exactly the case. So I don't know why. In fact, as he was hitting the police officer there, he should have just been arrested there. But I think sometimes, sometimes the police also try to assess the situation there because someone tries to arrest or ABR, it can degenerate into something. But I'm calling on Ghana police they should investigate the video reporting that Afeyo Makin assaulted a police officer, and we must be well informed about the outcome of that video. And if he's found culpable, say Wakocha police officer, he has slapped the police officer, he should be arraigned before court because he's not higher than the laws of this country. What do you say? That is for the issue of more demonstration. As for demonstration, they are free to demonstrate. And I saw the numbers. It's nothing to almost numbers. It's just about 350 people. I mean, who numbers? No, just about 350 people who came out to demonstrate. I saw them around the friend is saying around Parliament House.
Over your home.
I mean, almost about 350.
350.
Yes, 350.
I
I
see.
think if you add a finger market, okay, 351 people, about 351 people.
Okay, yɛmfa your petition no. President Mama you be a ohwɛ ne su ne de ban how ɔyɛ ne nneɛma amanfoɔ fe fan sɛ ɔyɛ listening president to this petition, even though per the provisions of the constitution in how BBC says say your first processes and say from no. You've read to us say affirm and now President Mahama committee BBA. So what to say ebia per how pressure eba GBA last week issue statement. Yanko weekend normal sesa. Then this way and other lawyers and some political activists ekasa oh kwa say aban per se or control the judiciary no. Na what is a president mama kase we jai munti mama no resume ni seat ebe onwa.
Oh, it's within the right of the president to take a decision what he wants to do. So OSHA say all proceedings maybe the committee. Okay, TA 1467.
Okay.
The committee appointed under clause 6 of this article shall inquire into the petition and recommend
Okay.
To the president whether the chief justice ought to be removed from office. So a recommendation.
Okay.
Recommendation.
Recommendation
Yes, say obekwana say onko. So there a recommendation. So recommend say onko who take the recommendation. Okay. They recommend say Ontina His Excellency, I believe, in the spirit of protecting the Constitution and the judiciary, would go ahead and say, okay, based on the recommendation, this is what we have to do.
Okay.
So once it has already kick-started, no, it is now even beyond or not as president. This is all change the outcome of the committee, no. Then based on our recommendation, no, obey me advice. I know that is what needs to be done.
Okay.
Cost straight to there. I must say, me chief apprentice officer.
Auntie, yanko office one na yenin komo kakranti Osman Ayarga. Yes, Osman Abdullah Ayarga, a lawyer ni or a youth